What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Listen, guys, if you are a man who is working on himself to become the best version of himself, you're working on yourself to become the most masculine man that you could possibly be, and you want to know how you can become more dominant in your current relationship or just with women in general, pay attention. This just might be the video for you. Listen, I'm running this video straight through. I'm not editing or any of that, okay? I got to get this video out because I get a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, questions in regards to this matter. So I'm going to do the best I can to just get through it as quick as I can. First of all, guys, you must understand one thing about dominance, and that is that dominance is not physical. Okay, it's not about physically making a woman do something, guys. You have to understand that dominance is not physical. It has nothing to do with your physical ability. Okay, it's not about being big, strong, loud, being bossy, being pushy, or being a bully when it comes to dealing with a woman. No, that's not how you become dominant in a relationship. That's not what dominance is. You don't bully women, and it's not controlling. Okay, you don't force women to do the things that you want them to do. That is not dominance. That's just being a bully. That's just being controlling. Do not do that and get that out your mind. Okay, you must understand that dominance is more mental than anything. You being dominant is all about the mind, period. It's all mental, okay? First of all, one of the things that you got to understand is that in order for you to dominate anything or anyone in your life, you must first be able to dominate yourself, period. If you cannot dominate yourself, you will not have any good luck at all whatsoever when it comes to you being able to dominate somebody else. It doesn't work like that, okay? Trust me, and I'm gonna get a little deeper into it, okay? You have to have an abundant mindset, period, in order for you to dominate anything or anyone. It's necessary, right? I'm going to get into all of the steps with women, but I'm just giving you the framework, okay? Next, guys, confidence is key. Confidence is key. If you want to dominate somebody, they must be able to look at you, and they must believe that you are confident in the things that you say and the things that you do. Nobody will ever follow you if you're not confident in what it is that you're doing. When it comes time to making decisions, you got to make that decision, and you have to stand on it, period. If you can't stand on the decisions you make, how you going to make a decision for somebody else and accept them and expect them to follow you? It's not going to work, okay? The next thing, guys, okay, and I'm still getting into the framework. I haven't gotten into the tips yet, okay? The next thing you need is knowledge. Whatever it is that you are trying to dominate, or whoever it is that you are trying to dominate, you must have knowledge. You must know how to play the game. If you're trying to become more dominant with your woman, you must first know women. You'll never be able to dominate a woman if you don't even know women. If you don't know how women act, react, respond, what makes them tick, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them this and all of that. If you don't know and you don't have knowledge on women and their behavior and women's nature, you'll never be able to dominate a woman, period. And then on top of that, if you're trying to dominate your woman, not only do you need to know, female nature, but now you got to know about her. You got to know her ups, her downs, her likes, her dislikes, her traumas, and all of this kind of stuff, guys. So you have to study. In order for you to be able to dominate a woman, you have to study that woman. You must know women, and then you have to know the woman that you are trying to dominate. Next, guys, when it comes to dominance, you cannot have fear. Fear will cause you to never be able to dominate, because first of all, if you have fear, then you can't even dominate yourself. Okay? If you have fear of anything, you cannot dominate yourself. But one of the things that you cannot have when it comes down to you being able to dominate is you cannot have a fear of losing the woman that you are trying to dominate. Period. Point blank. Guys, you must have leadership ability. Okay? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You got to make decisions, and you have to stand on them. Nobody is going to follow you if you cannot lead. End of story. All right, now we're going to get into it, man. We always hear women talk about how they're not going to submit, to a man and all of this kind of stuff. However, at the same time, you always hear women saying that they want a man that's going to lead. how the heck you gonna lead without the woman following? How is she gonna follow you if or she doesn't want to submit to you if you can't lead? You gotta know how to lead, guys. Period, point blank. Once you know how to lead and you got the right woman that wants to follow, you're not going to have a problem. You're going to be able to dominate. Let's get into it. I know this is the part that you're waiting for, guys. First and foremost, let me say this. A woman has to let you dominate her. A woman has to let you dominate her. You cannot just walk in the room or walk in, to a relationship and, that woman is just going to do whatever it is that you say do. You have to understand that a lot of you guys are getting cooperation mixed up with submission. You're mixing up the fact that she's cooperating with you. You're thinking that you're dominating her simply because she's cooperating with you. Two totally different things, and you got to understand that, fellas, okay? Just because, and another thing, man, just because she has a title, like your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, your shorty, whatever, doesn't mean that she's going to let you dominate her. Again, she may cooperate, but it doesn't mean that she's submitting to your domination. Period, point blank. All right, number one, guys, in order for you to dominate a woman, she must respect you. A woman who does not respect you will not follow you. Period, point blank. Now, you may be a dude that has something that she wants. For example, you may be a dude that got money, and so she wants your money, so she's going to follow you for the money or whatever it is that she likes. You may be a dude that's in the gym all the time and you work out and you know what I'm saying, you big and you rocked out, and that particular woman likes a dude who has, you know what I'm saying, a rocked out body. You got a big chest, you got, chiseled abs or whatever the case may be, right? She's going to rock with you because you have that thing that she wants, but she's only doing it because of what she's getting out of it in return. You understand what I'm saying? If you got money and you spending that money on her, she's going to rock with you for the money. Doesn't mean you dominating her. If you got that body game and she's a woman that she's really into body game, as long as you keep that body game up, she's not with you. She's with you for your body. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You always have to be able to offer a woman something. And again, like I said, she must be able to respect you. Period. If a woman does not respect you, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be able to dominate her. Listen, if she does not respect you, you will never be able to dominate her. So if you're in a relationship right now, if it's a long-term relationship, it's your girlfriend, it's your wife, or whatever it is, and the relationship is going down the tubes and you're trying to kind of get it back, it's at a point where she don't listen to you. She just kind of do whatever it is that she wants to do. And she not following your leadership or anything like that. She does not respect you. She's talking to you disrespectfully in all type of ways or whatever. You cannot go to a point where you can dominate her from that point. When she doesn't respect you, you'll never be able to dominate her. You have to get that level. You have to get the respect back, period, before you can dominate her. So if she does not respect you, if your relationship is down the tubes and you're trying to, get it to a point where she's going to follow your lead, you must get the respect back. You can never dominate a woman who does not respect you, period. Okay. Next, guys. Okay. Number two, this is very, very important. Listen, man, that woman must really want you. She has to have a burning desire to be with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only woman that you could dominate, is a woman that wants you to dominate her and will allow you to dominate her. Period. All right? You will never be able to dominate a woman that you got to chase. Period, point blank. A lot of you guys are in full-fledged relationships, full-fledged marriages that you're chasing the woman. Just because she's your girlfriend or just because she's your wife don't mean she's going to follow you. A lot of you guys are in full-fledged relationships and you're chasing that woman. She don't want to spend time with you. You chasing her for your time, for her time. She don't want to, lay up with you. You chasing behind her to get her to can you please, you think tomorrow maybe we can, Nah, man, that woman got to want to be with you. That woman gotta, every time y'all, not every single time, but I'm just saying, man, for the most part, whenever y'all together, man, she can't keep her hands off you, man. That I'm telling you, man. Because listen, a lot of you guys, man, are married to a friend. She looks at you as a friend. She's looking at you as a roommate. She's not looking at you as that guy that, oh man, I just want to, you know what I mean? She has to have a burning desire for you, okay? And you'll never be able to dominate her if she doesn't have that burning desire. When she has that desire for you, like you're him. You understand what I'm saying? You're him. When you're him, you have the ability to dominate her. If you're not him, if you are not that guy, you will not be able to dominate her. And I promise you, whoever he is, whoever him is going to be the guy that's going to be able to dominate her. You'll just be the guy that's at the house, but somebody else is dominating her simply because he's him. All right, guys? So you got to be on point, period, point blank. Next, guys, number 3, she must value you. She must have a value for you. You must be bringing some type of value to the table. This is why I'm saying you must understand women, but not only women, but you must understand your woman. Are you offering what it is that she values? Period. If she doesn't see any value in you, why would she submit to you? Why would she allow you to dominate her? Guys, you got to be bringing something to the table, period, man. If you're not bringing anything to the table that she values, you're not going to be able to dominate her. Again, cooperation is not domination, period. Two different things, man. Next, guys, number 4, man, she got to trust you, man. Ain't no woman going to follow a man who she does not trust. She must trust that you know what you are doing and that you're not going to get y'all jammed up. All right? I cannot say this enough. A woman has to trust your leadership and your leadership ability. I can't stress this enough, man. If you're dealing with a woman who every time you make a decision, she has to second guess, you know what I'm saying, your decision. She has to ask you a bunch of questions as to, well, why this? Well, why you make this decision? Well, why don't we do it this way? And I was talking to my friend about that, and they said that they do this and they do that and blah, blah, blah. That means that she don't trust you. Okay? Do you stand on your word? If you say that you're going to do something, you have to do it. She has to trust that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. She has to trust that you're going to take the relationship in the right direction. If she does not trust, you'll know, because you're going to get a lot of pushback on a lot of things that you say, a lot of the decisions that you make. You're going to get pushback. When she becomes real combative, you got to understand she doesn't trust you. Are you a trustworthy person? Can she trust you when you're not around? Or does she, you know what I'm saying, do she feel like she got to snoop and see, you know, what you got going on? Have you been jammed up in the past? You got caught doing something that you wasn't supposed to do? I'm telling you, man, you're really not going to be able to dominate a woman if she does not trust you, okay? So, guys, you got to have that woman's trust, period, point blank. Next, guys, I think this number 5, man, she must feel safe with you. She must feel safe in the sense that she must know that as a man, you will protect her. You will, look, guys, as a man, you're supposed to be a protector, right? Am I right or wrong? She must know that, you know, when y'all are out and about or whatever, or even in the house and somebody's trying to get into the house or whatever, that you can, you know, physically protect her. She has to feel safe around you. I'm telling you something, guys. That's why I always say that, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get in the gym and work out. You have to, man. A woman ain't gonna feel safe with you if whenever y'all go somewhere, man, she gotta be the one to stand up for y'all. She gotta be the one always on the lookout, looking to the left, looking to the right, and telling you, watch out for this. Why he looking over here? Why she doing that? What's going on over there? And you just oblivious to what's going on. You're like, huh? Oh, where? I didn't even see that. She has to feel safe with you, guys. If she don't feel safe, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. Not only physically, but emotionally as well. She has to be able to open up to you. Vulnerability is the key when it comes to being able to dominate a woman. Look, guys, stay tuned as I'm going through all of this. Stay to the end because you're going to see what all of this is leading up to, guys, okay? The level of respect, okay? The level of desire that she has for you, okay? How much she values you, how much she trusts you, and how safe she feels when she's with you. All of this stuff is leading up to one thing. Pay attention. I'm going to get into the next one, guys. Listen to me and listen to me very well. She must look to you for guidance. You must be her number one source of influence, period. You must be her number one source of information, guys. Let me tell you something. And y'all know this right here. Y'all know, man, women are into social media. They listen to their friends and their family and co-workers and whatever before they listen to you. And you the man. You the man in the relationship. But she'll go elsewhere for guidance. You trying to tell her one thing, she's telling you something else that her friends told you. You know, she's looking on social media and she's being influenced by what's going on social media, but yet she ain't listening to you. You're the last person that she comes to. Matter of fact, she don't even come to you. You say something to her, she run to her friends first to get confirmation if what it is that you said is accurate. Guys, you got to be her number one influence. That is one of the things that dominance is about. It's about influence. People are going to follow you because you are influential. Not because you're forcing them to follow you. Not because you're controlling them and making them follow you. Not because you're threatening them to follow you. You're threatening you're going to physically harm them if they don't follow you. No, it's the level of influence, guys. And if you're not her number one influence, somebody else is. If her friends have more influence over you, no domination. If her moms got more influence than you, no domination. If social media has more influence than you, no domination. I'm telling y'all, guys, you have to be her number one source of information and influence, period. Next, guys, I think we're on number 7, man. She must feel good when she's with you, mentally and emotionally. What I mean is this, man, and I've said this many times before, man, don't waste your time with women. Don't just, if you're not providing her some type of experience, guys, you don't really need to be around her. You understand what I'm saying? Because eventually she's not going to value the time that y'all spend together because y'all spend so much time together not doing anything. You have to make yourself valuable by limiting the amount of time that you spend with her. And then when you do spend time with her, you have to make it memorable. I'm not saying it got to be all expensive and you got to do all this, but you have to know how to mentally and emotionally make her feel good. If she, a lot of women like a guy that can make her laugh. Are you funny? You know what I'm saying? Can you tell a good joke? Can you make fun out of all different situations? Can you make her laugh, man? Just make her feel good mentally and emotionally, man. If you can't put a smile on her face without buying her something, then I'm telling you, man, you're probably not going to be able to dominate her. You got to make her feel good, man. You got to provide her with a good experience, guys. Okay, and now I'm going to get into the next one. This is number 8, and this one is very, very important. It goes along with number 7 about making her feel good. But, guys, I'm telling you, listen, man, when it come to that apple pie, when it come to that good, you got to give it to her every single time. I'm not saying you got to give it to her every time she asks for it or every time she wants it. What I'm saying is you got to satisfy her, man. You have it. This is very, very important. You got to understand that. God, let me tell you something, man. When it comes to that good, man, when it comes to that apple pie, y'all know what I'm talking about. When it comes to that thing, you know, man, women are really more sexual than men. I'm just going to put it out there. You understand what I'm saying? We for us, man, we don't need much. It don't take nothing. You know what I'm saying? For us, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing, man. But for a woman, man, it's a whole lot, man. It's mental, it's emotional, and it's physical. And guys, you got to make sure that you get her to the finish line. Look, man, for a lot of us, man, it ain't really much to get to the finish line. But for you to get her to the finish line, man, just imagine this, man. Imagine this, man. Every time, you know what I'm saying, you laid up with your old lady and everything like that, man, And y'all doing that thing that y'all do when the sun go down or whatever, man, the moonlight come up and all that. Y'all do what y'all do. You don't get to the finish line. Imagine that. Imagine that you don't get to the finish line. Now, look, man, there's been a couple of times that I didn't. But for the most part, man, I'm just being honest with you, man. For the most part, man, I get there. I get there. You know what I mean? Guys, you got to put in work, man, to make a woman feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that good. You have to put in work. A lot of you guys look at when you're getting that good as it's a reward for you. So you looking at it like, oh, yeah, I did good. So now I'm going to get, no. This is your time to put in work. This is work for you. If it's not work for you, you're not going to be able to dominate her. I'm telling you. If it's enjoyable, if it's joyous for you, okay, it's probably not joyous for her. Okay? A lot of guys are selfish. You know what I'm saying? They just get in there like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know what I'm saying. Nah, man, y'all got to make sure that she get to the finish line every single time. Look, man, if you had a long day at work, man, you worked a whole lot of hours, man, and you tired, don't even waste your time because you're going to get in there and soon after you getting in there, you getting out of there. You ain't satisfy her. She going to be up all night long on her phone while you're laying there snoring. She's not satisfied, guys. This is where most guys mess up. I'm telling you right now, man, you got to rock her to sleep, period. You are not going to be able to dominate a woman if you cannot do that. I'm telling you right now. Most women you can dominate if you can do this part right here. If you can do that part right there, I promise you, man. I'm telling you. Look, how many y'all know if you got that woman that she got that good, man, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. She probably drive you crazy. She probably costing you a whole lot of money, aggravation. You ain't got no peace and all that. But when the sun go down and the moon come up and she rock you to sleep, you good. She the one that's dominant, period, point blank. She know you ain't going nowhere because she knows she can rock you back to sleep. And then your whole attitude is you gonna be all right. Whatever you was talking, you ain't talking there no more. She done rocked you to sleep, and you guys, you gotta flip it on. You gotta rock her to sleep, period. And this is where most of you guys are going wrong, okay? You can't rock her to sleep, you can't dominate her. Next, guys. She must have a fear of losing you, but you cannot have a fear of losing her. This is when standing on your word means everything. Guys, your word has to be your bond. You'll never be able to dominate a woman if she doesn't have a fear of losing you. If she don't care whether or not you walk out that door, why would she submit to you? Why would she allow you to dominate her? She ain't losing nothing. You gonna walk out. Now, listen, back to what I was saying before. If you can rock her to sleep, a lot of times most women and he ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying, guys? You cannot fear losing her because you're going to have to stand on business at some point in time, okay? And when it's time to stand on business and you got to walk out the door, you just got to walk out the door. You cannot have a fear of losing her, but she got to have a fear of losing you. This is why you got to have all your ducks in a row, all right? Now, look, guys. All of the things that I just spoke on when it comes to being able to dominate a woman, they all point to one thing. One thing and one thing only. At the end of the day, guys, you got to get her emotionally attached. I promise you, when a woman is emotionally attached to you, man, she'll damn near do anything for you and to you. All right, so you got to be careful about that, right? But most of the time, the good stuff. But you got to be careful, man, because you get you a crazy one, and you out here acting a fool, man. Yeah, she just might do anything to you, so you got to be careful, okay? But I'm telling you, man, you got to get emotionally attached, man. Let me tell you something, man. You can be a man, and most guys will tell you this, man. You can be a man who really don't have much, right? I mean, as far as possessions and stuff like that. You ain't got to be the dude with all the money and a big fancy car and all of this kind of stuff, but you got a woman that's emotionally attached to you, man, she ain't looking to the left, she gonna look. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you ain't really, Nah, you always gotta worry. But I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying, man. It's a lot of women out there that just are emotionally attached to a man who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, whatever that means. I don't know who throws piss out of a window. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's a saying that they say, man. You ain't got a pot to piss in, or who would piss in a pot? I don't. But I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying, guys. Who y'all know exactly. You can have a woman who has a man who has everything, and she's not emotionally attached to that man at all. She will use that man for whatever resources that he has, but then she's emotionally attached to the guy over here who has absolutely nothing. And she's going to give that man who has absolutely nothing her everything. And she's going to give the guy who's doing everything for her absolutely nothing. You do not want to be the man who has everything and is giving her everything, and she's giving all of her everything to the man who has nothing. That is the man that's dominating her. You think you dominating her because she cooperates with you. She's only cooperating because of the things that you're doing for her. But emotionally, she's attached to that man that has absolutely nothing. And she is giving you the bare minimum while she is giving him her maximum or her maximus. You know what I'm saying? But nah, guys, listen, man, I'm telling you, man, this is what it boils down to, man. This is the most important thing, man. When it comes down to being able to dominate a woman, you must get her emotionally attached. Look, guys, my time is up. I think I did a good job on this one, man. It's been a minute since I posted some content, man, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm going to get back on it, y'all. We in this winter arc right now, so I've been going hard in the gym. But again, guys, emotional attachment is the most important thing of being able to dominate this woman, man. I'm telling you, period, point blank. So I'm going to go through the line one more time. Number one, she must respect you. Must respect you. Number two, man, she got to have a burning desire to be with you, right? This is where that emotional attachment, you know what I'm saying, really comes in. She got to want to be with you, man. Now, number three, man, she must value you, man. You got to be bringing something to the table that she wants, that she needs, man. Number four, she got to trust you, man. A woman is not going to submit to you. She's not going to allow you to dominate her if she does not trust you, period, point blank. She has to be able to, you know what I'm saying, open up and be vulnerable. Next, guys, number five, she must feel safe with you, period, point blank. That you hear women say that all the time. Oh, I didn't feel safe. Oh, I didn't feel safe. Women look at men for safety, period, man. She got to be able to open up to you and know that whatever it is that she opens up with, you ain't going to run and tell people and all. She got to feel safe, man. You got to be able to protect her. Can you protect that woman, okay? Next, guys, number six, she must look to you for guidance. You got to be her number one source of information. You got to be her number one influencer. If she listens to her friends more than you, if she listens to her family more than you, if she listens to her coworkers more than you, you will never be able to dominate her. Number seven, man, she must feel good with you. Guys, you got mentally and emotionally, guys, you got to provide her with an experience, man. I'm telling you, stop spending so much time with women if you're not getting something out of it, number one, but you're not providing her with an experience. If you just sitting around Netflix and chilling, man, and you ain't really making her feel good, you just like a bump on a log and you just there, you're not going to be able to dominate her, man, because she's not going to value your time. She's not going to, guys, I'm telling you, man, you gotta give her an experience whenever you with her, period, point blank. Next, guys, I already said this one, sexual satisfaction. This is where a lot of you guys go wrong. Y'all are so busy trying to, you know what I'm saying, be nice and soft and all this kind of stuff with your lady, man. A lot of women it's nice, man, but I'm telling you, man, some women, a lot of women, more women than you think, man, they really just want to be rocked to sleep. Rock it to sleep, guys. Rock. Stop being so nice and so. See, you looking at her. A lot of you guys make the mistake of looking at your woman like she's a good girl. Oh, she don't get it like that. Oh, nah, I'm gonna be nice and soft and all that. You think, rock her to sleep, man. Rock it. Rock. Give it to her, man. Stop being scared. Give it to her. See, that's why women, man, be stepping out on y'all, because see, the other guy don't care nothing about her. So he gonna rock her to sleep and send her on her way. That's what you gotta do, man. I'm telling you. Next, guys, man, she got to have a fear of losing you, but you cannot have a fear of losing her. I'm telling you, guys, you become a slave to whatever it is that you are scared to lose, period. Last but not least, guys, all these things lead to one thing, and that is an emotional attachment. My time is up. I got to go. I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.